Blarla.
So this herbalist, we're going to be building this herbalist because it's really important. We do have a builder. What's the builder doing? What you doing, builder? He's building roads for some reason. People are getting sick, right? The roads... Oh, jeez. Can you... Let's increase the priority on the herbalist. Build the herbalist! Damn it. And we're going to be interested in getting these houses up as quickly as possible now. The simple reason that we no longer want to be stunting growth. This is year 2 now, and that's enough messing about. It's now time to try and get this population growing. We need workers for the future. So, come along. But I also don't want them to die, alright? We don't want them to get sick. And look at the health is dropping. Look at Dylan's health. Dylan's health is terrible. Come along. He's a labourer still. Good. Right. I mean, he's happy, but he's not the healthiest of lads. So this will be really important to get the herbalist going. Really, really important. Yes. I think we're going to keep this. We'll probably pave this at some point. This would be quite nice. You know, and if I do a series 2 where we come back and get the population to 2,000, you know, we might add some mods and decorate things a bit nicer. That might be nice. But for now, we just got to get this town functioning and successful. That's much more important than bleeding mods to make stuff look nice. So that's what we're going to be doing. The herbalist. Oh my god, you're doing such a fantastic job. You're doing such a fantastic job. And we can see here... Oh no, we need lots more stone. Well, we've asked them to get the stone, but we are... You can see our labourers. We've only got 3 labourers now, so things happen slower. This is why we've got to get our population growing as quickly as possible. And while it is important, I mean, I can see the argument that people say, well, yeah, but you could have had more labourers by now if they weren't all building up in the school. Yes, but an uneducated worker is so much worse, you know. It's worth the wait to have them educated because they work faster, they work for longer, I believe. They also wear their tools out much slower. So tools will last much longer with an educated workforce. So they, you know, they move and work faster and use resources slower. So there is a payoff, and it's significant enough for me to want to build that schoolhouse up front. You know, it's just the way that it is. Come along. We're so close. People are sick and dying. Come on. Well, they're not dying, but they're sick. And, you know, we've got other things to attend to. Indeed we do. And as we build houses, we have to be mindful as well that the firewood and the food will start disappearing in large sums. You know, it won't just be the odd person going along and eating. We're actually going to take this herb limit down, I think, to 50. Yeah. And then you see when that's up at its cap, she'll then work as a labourer, which will be nice. So this firewood, for example, we could put the limit on this. Stick a dude on there. This is... I'm happy with this. The log limit, though. Log limit. 200. That's ridiculous. Right. Okay. There we are. So we now have a herbalist. So when they get herbs in stock, which hopefully won't take too long. There we go. 6 herbs. Because there should be some, I would have thought, kicking about. Well, there probably was, and they've taken them. Now, these Drusilla and such will hopefully start visiting our herbalist, and it'll just give them a bump in health. So who are you? Cherion. He's not going there. Fair enough. Jesus. People. Will you come here and do this? Will you do this? Right. Oh, look. Oh no, we're still waiting for the stone to come in. Fair enough. We've only got one labourer now. Let's get rid of that builder because I don't want them working on the paths. So they just went to the herbalist. I didn't see any benefit in it. But there is one. And we should start seeing the average health slowly increase as they have the time to visit the herbalist. And the more of them that do visit the herbalist, the better. And like I say, this will just keep going up. So you see, they're all going off to the herbalist, and they'll start slowly getting better. Go away. Go. They'll slowly start getting better, and we'll see an increase in this, which is fantastic. It was important. It was important. Clothes is starting to become a factor now. This hunting cabin is really starting to get my nerves, to be honest. It's really not doing a very good job. Now, firewood is coming in. Excellent. We've got some firewood here. Do you see it? Do you see? Look, the firewood. Excellent. This house is still missing stone. Still missing stone. Jesus. Okay, let's not worry about these two then for the minute. I'm going to be here for a while. And like I say, the tailor is becoming a thing. But the problem with the tailor is that this hunting lodge. What are you doing? Exactly. Exactly what are you doing right now? Getting something to eat. Is there even... I mean, there isn't even... You've never got any food. You can't... Right, that's it. You're not allowed to eat any more food until you actually produce some, please. I mean, they've been here ages. As the woodcutter. The woodcutter will now be working as a labourer. Because we've hit the limit. The herbalist won't though. The herbalist needs to get in quite a lot of herbs. Up to 24 though. It doesn't take long. There she is. It doesn't take long to fill this up with herbs. And at the moment we don't need masses, just a bit. So as soon as this is done, the herbalist can get on and be a labourer, which is great. And people will be consuming the herbs, I suppose, quite quickly at the moment. So Drusilla is visiting the herbalist. Fantastic. Well done, Drew. I'm pleased about this. There, Dylan just visited as well. Good, because you're pretty poorly, Dylan. It's a real shame. So there's Drusilla. Look, there she goes in her red top. That's how we know it's Drusilla, you see. Ah, did you see? Did you see? A little bit of a boost there. And they'll keep going. So the herbs will, I suppose, drain quite quickly at the moment. But that's okay. That's exactly what it's there for. And we have to substitute their diet with herbs because their diet is so appalling at the moment. It's just roots and mushrooms, right? And berries and that. You know, this is no good at all. It would help if they could get some meat. I don't know what's going on here. It would help if they could get some meat. But the hunting lodge has given them 3 wood so far, and that's it. Sort of no good at all, really. But the Gatherer's Hut is doing a superb job at bringing in food. Can you see our food is definitely going well. Look, I have lined up lots of stone. Will you get on with it? We need houses. We need houses. As you can imagine, when you decide to build stone houses from the word go, housing is slow for a while. No, housing is slow. Come along. Come along. It's this house here, isn't it? We're stunting growth right now, peoplings. Oh, look at that. Our average health has increased a little. Look at that, you see? Well done, herbalist. You're doing a mighty fine job. Wow. It's going slow. It is going slow because we don't have many workers at all. What we might do, because everything is sort of largely under control, we're just going to speed it up, I think, to 5. Right. There we go. And then we're almost ready for a builder. Almost ready for a builder. There, we're going to unlock that house, get a builder, and stick the priority for the builder on this house. Here, so that we can get another house up. And as I say, you've got to keep an eye on the food and the firewood as you do this. And as soon as this house is built, we're going to get rid of this builder so they can become a labourer again. It's really important. Tools. I'm starting to think about tools as well. Come on, let's get this house up. Ah, Drusilla's the teacher now. Okay. So what's Dandria up to? Oh, Dandria's become the herbalist. So he's gone from teacher to sort of a doctor, kind of. Wow. Oh, why did I get rid of the... Idiot. Come on. Come on. Let's get this house built. No messing. Excellent. Okay. So look at this. This is a massive house. Look at this. So these two have 3 children. That's a lot of people housed in one house. Wow, we did well there. So here comes our next one. And I think it might be the blacksmith soon. It might be the blacksmith soon, to be honest. So this house is almost done. It's almost done. Oh, hang on a minute. This is the problem with me speeding things up a minute. Right, because I think we have actually... They've got all the stone that I've asked them to, I think. So let's just do that. Excellent. Okay. And I think we can ask for this wood as well. All that iron has been requested. Yeah, there's no sort of iron. How much iron do we have? It says we've got none stored. Oh, that's stone. Iron, 25. I'm thinking about it, you see, because tools. Right, tools. We don't have many labourers to play with, but we've got to do what we can. So, a swath of resources to be collected. And because this house has just taken a load more things. Oh, look, meat. Meat! Then the woodcutter is back. So, you know, we need to make sure that the woodcutter always has wood. But yes, look, venison, all of a sudden. Wow. Excellent. That has finally started to happen. Jesus, that was becoming a bit of a concern. Was it not? It was. It was becoming a concern. Right. So, we've asked for stone to be... Should we speed up again? We've asked for stone. I want the stone. Desperately. Is that this house? It is. This is the problem with going with stone houses first, of course. You know, they do go up slowly. But it's worth it in the long run. It really is worth it. Nobody's dying. You know, nobody's dying. All it does is stunts our growth at the start. Which means we may struggle with low labourers for a little bit longer than others might. But work gets done faster and tools last longer. I mean, geez. That sounds good to me. That sounds good to me. I don't think priority works with labourers to say, look, I need stone here, so go and mine the stone, you know, go and mine the stone. And I'm not sure, to be honest, how that works. I've got a feeling it might not. But it might do. So if I say, like I say, the priority on, let's up the priority on labourers getting the stone, and then let's up the priority of getting stone into this house. I don't know if that works. I really don't know. But look, wood, iron's going up. They seem to be concentrating on the iron. A bit of a problem. Can we? We'll try it. We'll see. I don't know. We really need a house. We really need a house. We've still got 8 homeless peeplings. This is terrible. It looks like we've just gained a labourer. Did they come from the school? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure. Not sure. Because this is still going by the next note. And excellent. Maybe it's one of these guys. I'm not sure. I don't think it reads like that though. It's gone up to 4. Maybe it does. I'm really not sure. Really not sure. Maybe you can tell me. Does it read 4 labourers even though we do have the woodcutter here? Because the woodcutter is currently working as a labourer because they don't need to be cutting wood. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Right. Our tools has become a factor. So the blacksmith is going to be next. In fact, we probably should have started the blacksmith before now. There we are. I was very naughty and I'm trying to push this house through as best I can. Come along. What is happening? Why is it taking so long to get the stone here? We've got loads of stone to be mined and prepped. We've got loads of... I mean, we've got some stone building up here. Can we... This is rubbish. Can you get on with your jobs, please? I'd appreciate that. There. Is that it? Brilliant. Okay, let's get the blacksmith going and let's get a priority for the builder on this house. Excellent. So they can start putting resources into the blacksmith here while we get this house up. Fantastic. Brilliant. And we're into our second winter. Drusilla is cold and finding somewhere warm. Oh, there you go. She did it. She went home. That's wonderful. You're doing it? Excellent. Excellent. He probably went for some food at the barn, right? And what we're going to want to do as soon as this house is up, we're going to get rid of this builder so that he can put labour into the blacksmith. And always checking that Dylan isn't doing anything important, which he isn't. He's just a labourer, and that's exactly what we want. There we go. So we're going to slow that down. And these occupants are wonderful. These are great occupants. In fact, have you noticed... Actually, let's just slow things down a little bit. Have you noticed that our occupants here... Vanna. So Vanna is now a student. So Drusilla's daughter is now a student. Oh, look, and they've had another child. So growth is starting to happen. So Drusilla has had another baby with Dandria, but their firstborn is now married to Dylan, who has become a herbalist. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think he'll be fine as a herbalist, so we'll leave him as a herbalist. So they are now living together, and they are a good, viable couple, and they will have babies. So we're going to leave them in that house. I'm happy with that family. It's a new family somehow. We've gained a new family. So that's some growth right there. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. But Yes, we're in. So we've got the wood for our blacksmith because we've only got 2 tools left. So we need lots of iron, but there is lots of iron here. The stone is almost good, actually. Have you noticed that? The stone is almost good. And we've got stone up here to go. And some iron. So that's nice. We want the stone and iron out of here, as I say, so that the forester and the gatherer and the hunter can be more efficient. They'll bring in much more. Look at that. Look at that. That's really, really great. For one hunter as well. That is superb. And look at their previous season. So food is going up. Wow. It's going really well. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, please hit that like button. As long as you are here, why not check out one of my delectable videos available? Feel free to come stalk me on social media and be sure to share this video with friends so even more may watch my schizwa. See you next time, peeps.